Hi, I'm Tom. Welcome to Small Order. I'm just going to give you a little tour of our Teagle Park P 160 flail mower. We've recently got this and absolutely love it. I've had Fleming machines before, but this suits us a little bit better, and I'll show you why. You've got brilliant guards. You've got a really strong guard here that stops anything from hitting the bearing. Grease nipples are easily accessible from both sides, which I'll show you. Around this side, what I like about this is you haven't got a lot of weight on the machine over the back from rollers in which the hydraulic side shift works on. You've got this really strong welded frame, so it side shifts on the hydraulic ram really close. And I like the fact that the gearbox is set quite far back, so it means the whole machine is sat closer to the tractor. We had a Fleming machine and it was fantastic, really heavy machine, really well built, but it was sat much further back, and it was really difficult because you had to have a lot of weight on the front of the tractor because it kept wheeling, but it was a really strong machine. I've put this toolbox on myself, so when we take the machine out on hire, rather than give customers flails to keep a hold of, inside here I've got an assortment of spanners for the shear bolts, spare flails and bolts, and spanners to change the bolts. So if for whatever reason a flail is smashed off, you can always change the flail while you're on the job, and always send a pair of pliers with them, just in case you need to cut any wire off. You can lock this back up, put a bit of rubber behind it to stop it vibrating and making a horrible noise. Around the back of the machine we've got this nice flap here, just keeps the grass, stops anything from hitting the ground and flying up. If I lift this flap up, it gives us fantastic access to change flails. You can just get your hands in nice and comfortably to knock out the old nuts and bolts and then put a new flail on if you've broken one. And it's great for inspecting it in there as well. And I also really like the size of the rear roller. Not many flail mowers have such a big diameter rear roller, and I think it goes over the ground really well. And put the flap back down. We come around this side. Again, you've got great access for a grease nipple. We haven't got to take a guard off to grease the main roller bearing, and also in there's for the roller. It's really easy, fantastic access. I'll just give you a quick tour on how to put it side to side. So it's got a hydraulic side shift, so you can push it one way or the other. When you're running the machine, obviously in normal conditions you want to keep the PTO straight. Puts a lot less strain on the whole of the machine and the tractor. So by moving the hydraulic lever, you can offset it massively. So I can run it almost in line with this wheel, and then I can offset it the other way. So if you want to get under hedges, we've gained almost a foot of space that we can put under the hedge, so it means the tractor doesn't need to go as close to the hedge. I think it's a fantastic feature. I'd definitely get another hydraulic side shift machine. Okay. One thing I don't like about this topper, or not the topper itself, is you can't get parts online from the website. That's one thing I loved about Fleming. All the parts for the toppers were on the website. You could buy them and it was next day delivery. Now you have to ring dealers. The dealers ring Teagle. Teagle then orders the parts from Italy to get the parts back to you. And it's such a long-winded process. And by the time everybody's had their hands out, its parts cost so much more money. You know, like a hammer for this was £13, £14. A Fleming hammer was only £4. But apart from that, I love the way the machine is built. It's built really strong, and I can't knock the way the machine works. It's fantastic. Just the parts. Better parts would be great. And that's pretty much our review of our Teagle Park P 160 flail mower. Thank you for watching.